So the first thing I do is I open up my apps. I'm going to use iMovie, VN, and Phonto, and I'm going to actually start off by going to Google and searching up a random image, and I chose blue powder explosion. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this by pressing on the image for a few seconds and then click add to photos. Now I'm going to go to my photos app. I'm going to click on that picture. I'm going to click edit. I'm going to click that square box icon on the bottom, and then I'm going to click the box on the top left with an arrow pointing to the right, and I'm going to switch the orientation so that it's horizontal. Now I open up my Phonto app next, and I click the camera icon on the bottom. I click photo albums, and then I picture. So then I click on a random part of the picture, and I click add text, and I type in whatever I want. And you can do like a style to the font color and to the words and all that, and I wanted like a gradient type of thing, so I started off with like a white, and then I went to a royal blue, and I did that through those steps, and I kept changing font, as you'll see here, until I found the right one. Because there's so many fonts, it's kind of hard to choose from them, but I like the variety. So after you found, I see, see, I even did some tweaks even then and there, but I just wanted to match the theme. And I did another, I think this was going to be my actual title. You can play with the alignment. As you can see, I did like a center, and then I was trying to figure out which one looked the best, but it was just kind of hard for me to choose. But I did just end up doing a right base. I don't know if that makes sense. Align to the right, a right alignment. I have no idea, but I think that is what looked best for this, and I just kind of switched it around and played with it a little bit just to see what I liked best. So for this next part, I saved the project, and I saved it also as a JPEG to my photos. And this is for people who aren't as picky, but you can go straight away to the VN app, and you click that plus sign at the bottom. You then choose the picture that you created on the Phonto app, and as you can see, what I do here is I'm looking for the zoom button. Like, I don't like how it zoomed in and out. I just like it to stay one way. So you see me again doing the whole go to Phonto app, you add a photo from the photo album, you click the same photo you had before. I'm going in and I'm changing the style of words. It's just gonna be my second picture. So, once again, I'm doing the gradient style, and it kind of just makes everything look similar and like neat. And I also could have added in my Instagram and my Snapchat and stuff like that, but I did it later on in the video, which I didn't really like. So for this next part, what I did was I went to add text, and I clicked on their symbols, and I looked for what I liked, and I'm using it as a border for my slides because it gives it a crisp look. And you'll see me tilting it also for a vertical border to help with the vertical. I don't even know. To basically help with that. Y'all get what I'm saying. It just helps. So I saved that image, and I also saved that project too, and I open it up in the VN app. And on the VN app, there's like these different layers, and I click on the image layer. It's the second to last layer to the left. You click that plus button, and you see the only thing I don't like is that there's no border to my video. Like, I cannot add in a border, or I just haven't figured out how to do that. But that's why I use the iMovie app, because it gives me that. So you see me opening up the iMovie app right here, and I just create a movie, and I start by adding the first slide that I created on the Phonto app. And then what I do is I click that plus sign on the left, and I add in a photo, and I click the option where it says picture in a picture. So I also have a little placement, and as you can see, there's also a border that is on my video, which I really do like. And you can also zoom into the video or zoom out, but I just play around till it looks good enough to me. But I just like that there's a border. Then I save the project, and I save it to like my gallery, and I do it in HD, guys. HD. It's very important that all the qualities remain consistent. So now you see me going to my Instagram, and I'm screen recording basically what I want to add into my video, because I didn't have this recorded or saved anywhere but on my Instagram. And in case y'all didn't know, your girl can cook. So if y'all would like some cooking videos, let me know, because I did that, and I still do that, but I've been slacking off. So yeah, what you're gonna do is, once you're done screen recording, you're going to once again open up that saved slide. You open up that saved slide that you want to put the pictures on. Then what you're going to do next is you're going to add that picture onto that slide. And iMovie tends to do this thing where they have like key burns enabled. I'm not sure what that means, but it's basically in my last little part of the video for the VN, it does that same thing where it'll try to zoom in, and I don't want it to zoom in at all. I want it to be not zoomed in. And once again, I'm a stickler for detail, so I want the video that I'm inserting to start off a little bit after that first slide is on and end a little bit before, so that it adds that effect of disappearing. And so I save that video and have it in my photo library, and I go again and create another movie using that same video I just saved. I open that up, and that'll be my base. And then what I do is I click the plus button, and I go to add a video that I want to put into that slide. So here's a better representation of what I meant when I said choose the picture in a picture. Now you're going to do the same thing. You can change the beginning of the video a little bit to start a little after the first video shows up on the screen for like a cute little effect. And you see me, I was measuring just to make sure like at least the size of the video was the same size as the first video. And these on the side, I'll point out what I was actually clicking on. And I'm doing like a lot of checks, and then I save the video, export it, remember HD. Now, create another iMovie. Using that video you just saved, you have 2 videos on there playing. Now it's time for a third. As you can see, I'm looking for a video to put on there. And you add the photo as a picture in a picture once again. And because this picture was kind of large, I decided to resize it a little bit. Still making sure that it entered the video a little bit after the second video was entered in. So it gives like a cute little effect. So then I save this video once again. HD. Keep your quality of videos exported consistent. Now, for your 4th video, you once again create the movie and use that video you just saved, and you look for another video to add. Sometimes it takes a minute to upload because it was offloaded. I don't know. I have no idea. But I just really like the white, clean, crisp outlining of the video that iMovie does. Now granted, sometimes I will use VN when I want to overlay something, like it's really great at doing that, and iMovie doesn't always do that. Like now, once I said again, save the video, add another video, and just basically repeating the process over. I know that there is a simpler way, but I've not found out that way, and if I do, I will update y'all once again. So once again, you save this video as HD, and next what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to VN. Now, the whole purpose of VN is to add all of your videos together and have smooth transitions in between. Now for this next part, I'm going to be editing the transitions. And I can't remember which video taught me this, but when you match your transitions to the beat, your video looks way cleaner. So that's what I tried to do. And I also had a transition in the beginning, and also what you see me doing right now, pre-recorded, screen recorded videos. I take the sound from that video. By basically going on the VN app. I'm going to the sound, and then I go to the plus button, and then I click audio from video, and then I choose the video that I'd like to take the audio from, and then I just follow the steps, which is like naming the video. You don't have to do all that. You just basically add it. You can change the volume, you can change it if it fades in or fades out, and then I just change the audio or the clips to, remember what I said, match up with the beat. So I want the transition to be where the beat drops. And don't forget to delete that username slide. And what you see me doing right here is I'm basically just changing the song, the part of the song that I want in the video, because it just wasn't, it didn't have the beat drop in that part. Now for the effects, like FX, you're going to click the FX. So you're going to use any of the effects that they provided. I basically, once again, want to match it up with the beat drop. So dun 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 dun. I want the dun dun. When the beat drops after that, that's when I want that effects to come in. And when I said in the beginning of the video, I inserted my Insta and all that, blase blase, that's what you see me doing right there. It is what it is. I would have liked to have done it in the beginning, but I'm not starting all over. So yeah. And I can basically add a text box through that second layer from the top. You'll notice they don't have as many fonts as Phonto did. And I also added an animation to the text box that has my, what are they called? What the heck are they called? That has my social media. And so you do that by clicking on the text box, and it'll give you a chance to use effects on it. And now, once again, I'm trying to match up everything, because when I use the FX, I use the effects on that last slide. The last slide that has my social media on it, it doesn't actually move with the transition. So that's why I would add it in before I added in the videos, just so that it was a part of it. But I'm going back and I'm like checking over my work and making sure that I actually like it. And I'll just show you guys what the first video was like. The transition was too slow. I don't like that turnaround, and I also don't like how my social media looks. So I go back into VN and I try to correct it. I try to make sure that the transition is faster, it's a faster speed, it has with it. You know, you want to see some speed, I'll show you some speed. And I also, if I need to, duplicate that second to last slide if I feel like the intro is too short. And I still do think that the intro is too short, but it is what it is. And once again, I'm adding in that, I'm changing that transition. You see me changing that duration. That's how you change how fast or how slow it goes. Details, guys. I also wanted to do like a ripple effect, but I can't do that on this app. It's a little sad, but so the transition is a lot faster, and my social media doesn't look as awkward as it did before.